Aquarius, and welcome to your March 2018 general reading. Just give me a minute. Loads of major arcanas. Aquarius, as most of you know, both the major arcanas and the aces tend to be gifts of the divine. It's things that we can't prevent. They're generally our soul's lessons and soul evolution. And you've got so many majors. Well, 4, okay? So just under half and 1 ace. I think it's safe to say that March is going to be quite a powerful month, Aquarius. So you come into March with 2 cards, the Death card and the Temperance card. Now, what's unusual, because in the sequence of the major arcanas, the Temperance comes right after the Death card. So there's a letting go. I'm not sure what's been let go of. I don't know, some Aquarius might have had a bereavement. Others just may be going through a huge evolutionary process, because the Death card represents Scorpio, which represents our soul. And the Death card is a process of evolution. So some of you might have outgrown people, places, or things. I am not sure what. There's no card coming up to represent what this death has been. But never be frightened of the Death card, because it's about leaving behind something that no longer fits us. Because that is what life is. It's a process of evolution. The Temperance card comes right after the Death card, which means there might be a sense of vulnerability. You know, when we've had a change and we feel quite sometimes exposed and sometimes quite vulnerable. But it's in those times, Aquarius, that literally we are closest to the divine. And this is when divine energy can literally come in and enter into us. And then Temperance becomes that middle path. It represents a way forward, but it really literally represents spiritualizing your emotions, which simply means following your intuition, connecting your mind and your heart. So they're both moving forward in the same direction. But these two together, I can think of a handful of times when I've seen these cards coming together, and it's a process of change leading to a much more connected way of living your life. Mind and heart being in alignment. That's what we're all looking for. Because once we get to that alignment, that's when something more powerful takes over our life process. And to tell you the truth, I'm quite excited about these cards because I'm an Aquarius. Now, what you most want is the beautiful Sun card. So the Sun card is about our joy. It's about new life. It's about new growth again. The Sun card gives life to everything in our planet. So it's about exuberance, joy, and vitality. So this is what you most want. And what's helping you achieve this goal is the Chariot. So the Chariot is a vehicle which propels our life forward. So I am looking at these cards, Aquarius. Now, these 4 major arcanas, all next to each other, are speaking about a huge evolutionary process. It's about getting to a whole new place, quite rapid change. Now, my only one issue is what's going against you is still a sense of waiting, which is almost a bit of a paradox, because you've got all these major arcanas and they're almost gearing you up. They're almost, gearing you up for this change, and your life's evolving and you're moving forward. Okay, all these cards say the same, but there's still a sense of waiting. Now, the 3 of Wands is an expansive card. It's about new opportunities, new potentials. This desire to fly free, okay, to open up your horizons. But there's also an alternative image of waiting for your ships to come in. So some of you might be waiting on news. Some of you might be waiting to hear information. But sometimes when this appears, all these majors, all these gifts of the divine, gearing you up, leading you to this new era, this new dawn. It's very, very exciting energy, but there's still this little bit of tension of waiting. Now, there's nothing I can do about that, Aquarius. If I had that power, I would. But this is only a minor arcana, and we're in charge of the minor arcanas, which means we're in charge of our state of mind. So we can allow this waiting time to be a time of frustration and delays, or we can tune into this mighty energy of these major arcanas to prepare ourselves, make sure we're going in the direction that we want our life to be evolving in, which is incredibly exciting. I know what I'm going to choose, okay? Now, in your relationship house, there's quite a lot of energy, Aquarius, okay? So your first card was the Five of Wands. Again, a minor arcana, which means you're in charge of this. The Five of Wands is a little bit of, I call it the angst card. So it's a little bit of stress and strife in your relationship house, okay? But this is playful fun. So it's not major wounding. It's just a little bit of tension. And I think the tension is caused by the amount of major arcanas and the amount of energy working through you, Aquarius, which is about powerful transformations. Now, I pulled another card, and the Knight of Wands. And this Knight of Wands makes me smile, okay? Because, again, he's quite joyful energy, but very, very lively energy. And there's a lot of heat in your relationship house, Aquarius, basically. To tell you the truth, I'm not getting anything more than a lot of friction and a lot of heat. But that heat can also be loads and loads of passion. So I am not going to give any more power to these cards, personally. I do my relationship readings separately, so look out for them. I'm going to try my best. In your money and work house, you've got one of the best cards you can get. Okay, the Queen and the King of Pentacles is mastery over the earth element. So you've reached the highest. It might not feel that way right now, Aquarius, and I'm laughing when I say that, but this is someone who's got command of the earth element. They're not controlled by it, they control it. Mighty, mighty personal achievement, this Aquarius, okay? But this Queen is someone who's secure, who's solid. She's dressed in green and purple and blue, which represents the heart chakra, the higher chakras and the throat. So it's not being controlled by our lower appetites. It's about raising our energy up and gaining mastery, basically, of this earth element. I think there's some real positivity around work and money coming your way. In the level of your soul card, you are working hard, Aquarius, okay? You're working hard to gain mastery. Again, some of you might be working through the night, so juggling 2 jobs. But this has got a deeper meaning, this card, because what it represents to me is, where is my true place? Because there's a spider web, and there's a huge spider's web with a spider here, which is about where is my true place in destiny. And with all these major arcanas, they've got a similar message to me of a huge awakening. And I'm finding this incredibly exciting, and I hope you don't mind, because your outcome is another gift. This is the gift of sight. And it's the gift of clear knowing exactly where you belong, exactly what you want to do. Now, Mercury and Jupiter will be going into retrograde by the end of the month, which means we move forward in order to propel ourselves. We go backwards in order to propel ourselves forward. And you've been given this gift of sight. And what we do is we work it in the retrograde period in order to zoom our life forward when the planets move forward, because the Two of Cups has also appeared. So this could be clarity over a relationship, over a soulmate. Some of you could be going into partnership around business. But this is an incredibly exciting reading, and actually, Aquarius, it's a long time since I've seen a reading this way, with all these powerful transformations, movement and vitality. And okay, there's a little bit of states of mind of being a bit frustrated, a little bit of delays, but you're in charge of that. And when you take charge of the minor arcanas, that's when you get the power of sight, and that's when you get the Ace of Swords and this gift of clarity, where we're able to cut through the rubbish, awaken our true mind and our true thinking, and move forward from that position. And you are working hard, but I think you're working hard to, I've almost got some Aquarius questioning, where's my true place? Where do I really belong? Where can I give my time to in order to manifest my truest potential? I think March is going to be hugely expansive for you. A bit of stress, a bit of struggle, but minor arcanas. So you can work with it. Because this Five of Wands can be pure passion and pure fun if it's channeled in a different direction. So I think look out for my relationship readings. Seeing the Queen of Pentacles in the money house is fantastic, because once you've got that Queen, you've got command. And when you get command, you become freer, you become lighter, and you get to begin to navigate your true destiny, Aquarius, which is not to be controlled by other people, but to claim your rightful place in this world. And I am hugely excited about March. You can hear it in my throat. And I'll be back next week. Okay? Loads of love, guys. Bye.